What's up? This is Kendrick, aka Chug Rock. What I want to talk about today, you heard me, is a topic about how there's only one hell, one punishment for the wicked. And there's no such thing as the lake of fire. You know what I'm saying? There's no such thing as a second punishment for the wicked. You know what I'm saying? And God, in all high God of all gods, is not gonna judge those who then got sent to hell. You know, it ain't no judgment day. It ain't no such thing as a judgment day. But that could be for another topic. But I'm going to dive into it. You know, just stay tuned. Y'all gonna hear where I'm trying to come from. You know what I'm saying? Because if you look at it, ask yourself this: why would it be a second hell, a second punishment, and why would God have to judge people when they already been punished and send them to another place of torment? You know what I'm saying? So therefore, it's not no such thing as a. So therefore, it's not no such thing as a second torment, a second hell, a lake of fire after hell. You know what I'm saying? Because you already getting punished. It ain't gonna be but one hell. People gonna be tormented for the rest of their eternity, the rest of their life. Is that one hell? You know, by demons, tormented by demons. You know, terrified by demons for all eternity, like a nightmare. It's only one nightmarish hell they going to, and that's one. Doesn't make no sense to be a multiple, two or three more. You know what I'm saying? That doesn't make any sense. Especially if God got to judge you for your wrong, you already been judged, punished for your wrong. You already know for start. So why would he gotta rise you out of there and then face? Why would you gotta rise out here and face him like a judge, like he on earth? You know, that doesn't make any sense. So y'all need to think about that. Y'all Christians, y'all love to push this. You know what I'm saying? And it doesn't make any sense if you really look at it. Have you ever even thought about this? Why would it be another punishment after you done been punished? Why would it be you burn in the fire, then you go into another burning place like fire, which is a lake of fire? That doesn't make any sense. How you gonna burn forever and how you gonna burn? How is hell an everlasting punishment and it's the lake of fire? Because you got a lot of people say, I used to think that hell, you burn forever, right? And you're gonna go to the lake of fire. How both of them gonna be forever? Make up y'all mind. See, y'all used to think crazy like that. See, that's why I left religion and the beliefs of religion. I'm non-religious now. I just use my common sense, you know, and I love to give people insights on common sense of the Bible and life itself. You know what I'm saying? How to live and everything like that. That's why I call it spiritual enlightenment when I'm reaching out to people. Spiritual enlightenment. Enlighten people of their spiritual insight that they don't have. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Giving them free game, you know what I'm saying, without, money or anything, you know what I'm saying, just me being respected. That's all I want is respect. I give you free game and you give me respect. I'm not asking for nothing else. I'm not asking for no money, your soul, none of that. You know what I'm saying? I just ask you to listen. Maybe you can have eternal life if your soul is not right. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, man, the lake of fire stuff, it's a no-no. It's a deception, because y'all saying you burn forever, right, in hell, right? Some people say that the demons going to torment you. How the demons going to torment you and you already tormented in fire? Come on now. Be serious. Be honest with yourself. That doesn't even make any sense, So you're only going into one hell. one punishment after death. What we call hell. What they call it something different. You know, it gotta be something different. So, you ain't gonna be tormented in no lake of fire. According to what y'all Christians say, if y'all believe in what y'all believe in, how does that even make any sense? How you gonna go from one fiery place, burning place, to another burning place? What's the difference? Why you couldn't just stay in that one burning place? If that's the case, hell is not forever. You know, you're basically saying there's two hells. When you say you going from being tormented in flames into a lake of fire, come on now. Use your brain, use common sense. Anybody can see through that is bullshit. That's bull crap. You know, that's mess. That's garbage. That's Christianity, traditional religious garbage that need to be broke. You know what I'm saying? Like a chain. You know what I'm saying? Break that crap out your mind. Burn that. You know, just like you believe in burning in fire after you die if you're wicked. Burn that crap. Ain't nobody gonna burn for, you know, that ain't the punishment you're gonna get. You know, that ain't even the punishment you're gonna get. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna be tormented by demons. That's what I believe. That's why I know for a fact it gotta be that. You know, it ain't no burning fire. You know, it's worse. It's different than that. You know what I'm saying? You know how I know that? Because Christians teach that. So I can't believe in what I once believed in. You know what I'm saying? You know. So yeah, if demons exist, they're gonna be the ones that torment, which they do exist. They're gonna be the ones that torment you, not no fire, like you have on earth. You know what I'm saying? Come on now. What is that? That's garbage, and you ain't gonna face two punishments. You know, so that destroys. So y'all doctrine contradicts itself. When y'all be saying like you going to hell forever. You ain't going to hell forever then. If you got a lake of fire after that, if you're gonna be cast out to the lake of fire after God send you there after He judged you for your wrongdoing, what you was doing on earth, that contradicts hell. It is an everlasting punishment. It's not an everlasting punishment if you go into another punishment. You know, and you basically saying it's more than one punishment. But y'all get the picture. Y'all be cool out there.